Doc is a very complicated character and goes through so many different things. How is it playing that kind of a character?
It is so much fun playing Doc. Every single time I open a new script, my mind explodes. I mean, I'm biased, but I'm actually a fan of the show, and I'm always wondering what happens next, and the writers only tell us a little bit of what happens, and you don't find out until you get the script. It's been a pleasure playing Doc, an absolute just love. Yeah.
Now, while we love everybody on the show, I would have to say Doc can sometimes be a little infuriating to the viewers, because it's like, why is she doing that? Why? What is it like approaching those kind of elements in the story where maybe viewers are going to be like, what is going on?
Yeah, I think that's what I really like about playing the character and how they've written Doc is she's not going to give you exactly what you want, but she's going to give you a very human reaction. You know, I think we all like to think that we could survive a vampire apocalypse and that we would be badasses and fight them, you know, but I think it's harder to admit that the majority of us might freeze in the moment or might just do something so that you can survive, even that if that means at the peril of someone else, you know? So I love those surprises and shocking the audience that way.
How do you think you would do in a zombie apocalypse? Zombie vampire? Because these, great. That two questions. One, how do you think you would do in a vampire zombie apocalypse?
Okay.
Because they're kind of both.
With both zombies and vampires.
Yeah, because let's be honest, the show there's kind of a gray area.
Well, I mean, the thing I'll answer that though. The thing about the vampires, a lot of people think that the vampires are like zombies, and like the way how the producers and the writers approach making the vampires was so that how would they appear organically if this were to really happen, like right now, right? And you know, it wouldn't be like I bite you and I need to find a cape and put a peak on my hairline over here. Like, no, that wouldn't happen, right? It would be a very animalistic response. So I think the idea of them looking like zombies is true. However, the vampires move super fast, and they're crazy. Zombies are just kind of walking, and if you get caught,
depends which incarnation of them.
This is true. This is true. Yes. Yeah.
So then, how do you think you would do in that kind of apocalypse?
I'd survive. Yeah. I'm a survivalist. I'd like to think. Yeah.
And then, are we going to see more of the relationship between Doc and her sister? Because that kind of set up a lot of information, but it kind of left it open.
Yeah, we're going to see what. We get into kind of a lot of the stuff that my sister was researching into. Yeah, and we explore it. It really opens the door for the writers, but it might not necessarily happen via me. Yeah.
And then if anybody hasn't watched this show yet, one, they should. What would you tell them of why they should watch Van Helsing?
I think everybody should be watching Van Helsing on Netflix and on Sci-Fi because it's an example of strong female characters who are kicking ass and just doing the best that they can, which is amazing. Yeah, and you get into a lot of complex stories. It's not a typical vampire show. It really isn't. And that's why I think people should watch it.
I think those are excellent reasons. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward to season 2.
Me too.